Oh, we're comparing stats. Baby girl doesn't know that I am Tom Brady at this game. Married at 18, divorced at 21. Second marriage, married at 25, divorced at 28. Third engagement, engaged at 29, ended it at 30, but I kept the ring. I'm still keeping Tom Brady on his toes. We should not be afraid to leave these men. We are not stuck with these people. Marriage is not a sanctimonious thing. It is paperwork. It's something, it's a commitment you make to someone. But if you feel like you're not getting anything from that commitment and you're trying, you gotta go. You gotta go. You have to go. I know it's difficult to fill out paperwork and to make appointments and to do all of these things, but this is your life. Do you want to be stuck with someone? Period.
Oh, it's good, everybody. It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Mia Khalifa, as you guys heard in the opening clip, is an American adult actress. She's been in many movies. Some of you have seen them. She's now, I don't know, in her late 30s or 30s. I don't know how old she is, but she's over 30 now. And as you can hear, that first clip, it's very interesting, and it is definitely something that, you know, is polarizing. It gets people talking. But she was pretty much talking about, you know, how if these marriages don't serve women, then you need to get out of them. Okay? This doesn't sound very different from Ebony K. Williams. Remember when Ebony K. Williams said this about black men and sperm?
Black women are availing ourselves to all of the options that our hard work and circumstances currently afford us. And that means that single motherhood by choice is going to be an option that more and more black women consider and even exercise. So anybody that's in their feelings about that can go ahead and start to process right now. Because black women that have the privilege to embark upon this expensive and oftentimes lengthy process will increasingly decide to forego marriages and partnerships that do not serve us and that are not in our best interests.
And the reason why I played that clip, guys, there's a reason for it. Firstly, I'm not even going to deal with the fact that, okay, well, you know, you're an ex-porn star, so who are you to talk? I'm not going to deal with that because it's an ad hominem to what she's talking about. And I want to deal with what she's talking about. And what she's talking about is if something doesn't fit you, you need to leave it. Okay? And I can see that because in American society, most people are not staying at jobs as long as they used to. In fact, you know, it's even better in your personal career, from what I've read in certain instances, to keep changing jobs if you want to make more money. I think that's a theory that's out right now. I'm not sure how accurate it is, but I know somebody who's done it, and you know, they work someplace and then they work another place, and then they, you know, they have all this history of this good employment. They end up making more money. I don't believe that the relationship industry or the relationship market works in that way. Now, if you're getting into these relationships that don't last, number one, you're saying that this relationship doesn't serve you. Obviously, you're missing out on a big part. You're not serving the other person in the relationship, which is why the relationship doesn't work in the first place. And this is something that I hear a lot of ladies talking about. I know the correct term would be modern women or something to that nature, but I keep hearing a lot of women refer to things in this nature. It's not working for me. It's not working for what I do. So therefore, because it doesn't work for what I want or what I would like to achieve, then let me stop this situation. It would make a lot of sense in the first time if that's the case. First time that's the case, okay, it's not working out. Great. I understand that it doesn't work out for you. Magnificent. Okay. Second time, okay, different person, different set of circumstances. It didn't work. Okay, 2. 3, Same set of circumstances. It didn't work out for you. Okay. So now we need to look at something that happened 3 different times, 3 different people. And there's one person that is in every situation. And the one thing that we can never forget or get around is the fact that you're the one person in every situation. So how is it that you're the same person in every situation, but the relationship is going sour? And it has to go sour for a few things. Number one, you are picking a person that is not for relationships, or you are not a person who understands what it takes to be in relationships. And let me tell you what I'm talking about. I know people who are serial business starters. All right. Now, there's some people who can do starting businesses, then selling them and all of that at a later date. There are people who flip businesses like you flip houses. I'm not that good at that, but there are people who do that, right? No doubt about that. Here's what I found, to be really honest. The people who typically do things like that, who are serial business starters, they've never realized that sometimes business is tough, sometimes business is good, and maybe you just don't have what it takes to be into business. Okay? That's something that we don't really understand. That business is tough, business is good. But if you want to be in the business and get better, you have to actually sacrifice to build it up. I've been in this business for 8 years. I've had my ups and my downs in my studio. All right. I've had people die. I've seen people die that have been creators. I've had big creators that were my friends that died in the same year. This was in 2022. You guys know what I'm talking about. I've had people in my personal life that have died. I've had days where I felt like I couldn't even work. I've been sick. I've gotten better. I've been rich, or felt like I've been rich. I've been poor. I've had every sort of thing that life can throw at you. And the one thing that I can promise that has helped me is that I have progressed because I've stuck with the business. And the same thing is relationships. Relationships are transactional. She's right. But in order for that transaction to show profits, it takes patience. It takes effort. Now, if you're with a person who don't want to change or don't want to see you halfway and things like that, then of course that can make sense why you want to leave. But if you keep selecting a person like that, then we have to look at what kind of person you are. And the thing is, her mentality is what a lot of ladies or a lot of men would expect. A lot of women's thoughts are they want to quit too soon. When something comes where it's bad, let's quit. Let's not try to work it out. Let's not try to find a solution to keep us together. Whenever you want to keep something together that is valuable, it takes work. Anything that is great takes work. There is nothing that exists on planet Earth that is great that it doesn't have issues. If you look at these nations that are doing very well right now, look at Dubai, look at Singapore, Qatar, these places. Do you think that this came overnight? Do you think that this happened out of the blue? That these people just got to where they are out of nowhere? I mean, do you honestly believe that? Do you actually believe that it didn't take years of investing in their people and creating what they wanted to see and creating solutions to problems? Relationships and business are just like that. Just like that. You just can't, something's wrong, let me just leave and go to somebody else, because you're always going to be doing that. You're never going to be successful. That's why when you see people married 40, 50 years, and there have been times they want to quit, times they want to give up. They don't feel like they need to do that. Of course, anybody worth being in anything with is going to have that situation. But again, how are you going to have relationships with people that feel like this? So guys, we think it's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Which, before you do, subscribe to the bell. We're out.